Hi guys, welcome to the Stitching Colourist with Shelley Lewis. Welcome back to my channel. If you can bear with me for just a minute, I'm just getting the pad loaded up so I can see people's comments who wish to comment. So if you can bear with me for just a second. It's alright, my pad's taking a bit longer. I'll be with you in just a second as soon as my pad loads up and we can wait for a few people that want to come into the video if you do wish. It's okay. In the meantime, I will say, if I do apologise if you hear anything in the background. I'm downstairs at the minute and my husband is on his game, and for some reason my tablet's not loading up. I do apologise about this, guys. It's just I'm waiting for my tablet to actually load up so I can see comments, but it doesn't seem to want to today. Right, I'm going to have to make a start and just go without the tablet. If you do join in on the video, if you can please give it a thumbs up, I would really appreciate that. And if you just drop a comment in the comment below to let me know that you're here and I can say a big hi. I do apologise if I don't see a comment straight away. It's because I am waiting for my tablet to load up so I can be able to see them, but unfortunately it's not wanting to play ball today. So today's video, what it's going to be about is I'm going to do my colouring pages for the month of January, and I'm also going to do a little colouring book haul that I've recently received from my husband. And my pad, I'm going to have to go without the pad because it's still not charging up. Well, what I mean is it's still not coming on, unfortunately. So we'll make a start. So I've not done too bad actually for this month for colouring pages. I've done really well. It may not seem that I've done much because I've only got 3 books here, but I've done quite a bit in this one. But we're going to go to this one first to start with, which is Timeless Beauty Special. Oh, now my pad's frozen. We're going to go with Time and Beauty Special, and I think I've only coloured one out of this one, which is this one. I did this using my Prismacolor pencils that my husband recently bought me. Very thankful for that. And I actually had a go at shading in this one. I'm not perfect at shading and I'm not the world's best at using pencils, but I'm really glad how this one turned out. Like such as the headband. I don't know if you can see it so much on camera, but I did a little bit, well I did shading on all of it, but I just love how the shading turned out. That gave it a slight 3D-ish effect, I think. But what I love as well, what I did was when I coloured the picture in and did some of the shading, I also went over it with a Prismacolor blender pencil as well. And another part of it, I'm absolutely proud of this bit here of her face. Guaranteed a nose. I shaded that a slightly bit dark. But you learn, you live and learn. But what I also did as well is to, because I find with pencils sometimes with me, when I'm colouring using pencils, sorry, my pad's deciding to play ball now. So what I decided to do is I actually went over a few bits with a black fine liner pen to do a little bit of detail on the picture, so I'm absolutely pleased with how that one turned out. I'm not sure if I actually coloured anything else out of this. I don't think I did, to be honest. Or I either started one and didn't finish it. So just log on to that there. I don't think I did anything out of this. I'm not going to do a flick through of the book because I did a recent one. So if you are interested to flick through the book, just have a peek from a previous video. So there is that one. So we come on to the next one. Just to let you know that the video has come up on my pad, which is absolutely fantastic. Because now I should be able to see your comments if I turn my head and look round. So the next one I did was Annual 2019. I have done one picture out of this, but me being me, I didn't actually mark the page that I did. Because I usually put, this is it, sticky tabs. So this is what I did in this one. The one night I just could not sleep, I couldn't settle. And so I thought I'd just do a little bit of colouring and test out me very few Copic markers that I've got, because yeah, I can't afford to get the big set. So I've just been getting one here and there just to slowly build up my collection. I was a bit dubious at first using the Copic markers because the last time I remember using them, when I coloured with it, it turned out a bit blotchy to me. But I think it was just the way I was colouring it, and also the book that I was using. Because obviously then when I was testing out the Copics, I didn't realise that obviously paper in different books are different, so it's probably the reason why. But when I use this one, I seem to do quite well in this. It's only a little picture, but I just used the odd one or two that I'd got just to test them out, and I'm quite pleased with how this one turned out. I did a very, very faint colour in the background with just a pencil using a light touch, but it's that faint you can't tell it on the camera. I didn't want to do it any darker in case I absolutely destroyed the picture, because I know what I'm like sometimes. Uncolour a picture and absolutely destroy it. And I have not done any more out of that. There is a picture that I've done in a book, and I've actually left that upstairs. Oh damn, I've done a couple in that one as well. I'll have to show that one in a next video. So the next couple of pages I've done are in this colouring quest, and it's by Sun Life Drawing. I did a previous review on this book and probably on a few others, but as you can see with the tabs at the top, I've done quite a lot out of this. So for the month of January, I have done, that was December, I did this one, which is like a geometric design. I used, what pens did I use in that? I used Stabilo fine liners for that one, and I'm quite pleased with how that turned out. I'm quite chuffed. I really do like the pictures in that one. Well, that picture. The next one I did was this one of the octopus, and for this one I used Hobbycraft fine liners. The fine liners Hobbycraft ones that I used in this one were the ones that I did in, not the haul just gone, but the haul before, set of pens that I got when I went to go and visit my friend. They were in a set of 24, pack of 24, 25, and I do really like them, and I'm really pleased with how this picture came out. You'll come to know in my videos that I love colour by numbers. So the next one is this one, which I did, and I used Arteza fine liners in this one. Shall we have a look we'll have a look what the picture is. Yeah, that one is a palace, just a normal palace. I used Arteza fine liners, the 72 set. I absolutely love Arteza fine liners. If you are a fine liner fan, yes, definitely the Arteza ones are a definite must to try out. So the next one I did in this one was the Sugar Skulls. Now this one I use Staedtler fine liners. You'll also come to know in my videos that I'm a big fine liner fan. Well, I love pencil. I love all sorts of craft stuff. I love pencils. I love markers. But I do love my fine liners as well. So yep, I did that one. And I did this one of some hot air balloons, and I used Scribblicious fine liners in this. Well, I used a mixture. I used Scribblicious fine liners that you can get out of the works if you're in the UK, and I used WH Smith liners. They're not the WH Smith's brand, I don't think. Well, there's a couple. But yeah, I think they're like the cheaper ones. Those are not bad. They're not my favourite fine liner pens to use, but I just wanted to test out the different ones that I've done. And the latest one that I did in this, which is, it's got to be my favourite one, is this one. And I used Artist Loft pens in this. The Artist Loft pens I got from Hobbycraft, and I got it quite a while ago now, sometime last year. And I'd completely forgot about them. I went in my bottom drawer to go and get some different fine liners to use because I wanted to test out all my fine liners in it, and I actually found the Artist Loft pens. Thought I'd give them a go, and this is what I came up with, and I was so chuffed with that. So that is as far as I've got in this book. I've coloured 10 pages out of that one. As I said, I have coloured another picture, and I'm in the process of colouring other pictures, but I forgot to bring the books down. I'm breaking in it. Right, the next part of the video is I'm going to do my recent book haul, and this is the courtesy of my husband, of my lovely husband. Yeah, he's sat in front of me. So the number one book I got was, because for some reason I've got a real big fad for Sun Life drawing books at the minute, ever since watching Zoe Archer's channel and a few others. And I really did want these books, and my husband was absolutely wonderful, and he says, well, go on, get them then. So no, I actually said I was chuffed. Well, he said that I can have them as a Mother's Day present. Yes, Mother's Day isn't until March, but because I'm following another channel at the minute, one with Zoe Archer and another lady, and them two, they're going to be doing a colour along for the month of February, and it's to colour any pictures out of Sun Life drawing books, and I only had 1 or 2 books at the time, so now I've got a collection, so I've got a choice. This one, it's called One Colour Mandala, and it's basically explanatory itself. At the back of the book you have some, it shows you some of the other books that they actually do, the lines and dots, but this one basically they have mandalas where you just colour them in just one colour. You can colour them in different colours if you want, whichever you choose, but I think the aim of the book really is just to colour them in one colour, the one-sided, so you pretty much, you can use, I think you could use alcohol markers because the lines aren't too thin. It's when the lines are really thin I wouldn't say to use them, because obviously the alcohol marker can bleed through the lines. But with these lines it shouldn't be too bad. But what I'm going to do with this book is I'm going to use it as a special book, where to make it that bit more interesting I'm going to use glitter pens, and I'm also going to use metallics. And as you can see, I've already started this one. I did this last night. If I lean it up to the camera a little bit, you may be able to see this. It's a metallic marker pen that I've started using for this. You can't see it that much at the minute. It's not showing up the metallic on camera, but it is, I assure you. So that's where I've started at the minute with that one, because what I'm doing is I'm going to go through the lot of them and colour a picture out of each. So the next one, gone a bit dry. So the next book that I've got in the recent book purchases is this one, and it's Mosaics colour by number mandala. It's got, I've noticed, the mandalas are the same out of the other book, but where the other book you colour it with one pen or whichever you choose, this one it's actually a colour by numbers. At the back of the book you have the colour chart and also who it's by, Sun Life Drawing. And inside the book I've got the same pattern as since the front of the other one, but with this one it is still one-sided. And in the book, on the left hand side of the page, you have a little bit about the book, what they've written in there. On the right you have your colour chart, so you can use this page just to test out your different colours if you want to, what to use in the book. And I find these absolutely fantastic because I've been doing this in my other book. I've been testing out some of the colours if I've been a bit unsure, and it really does come in handy. It saves using the bottom of the page. So these are what the mandala looks like, and on the left hand side you have the colour chart, what to use in that book, and on the right you have your colour picture. It is one-sided, so I suppose you could use any type of markers. Obviously be careful that you don't use something where you cover what you use on the next page, but it shouldn't be too bad, should be fine. And those are the mandalas in there, and the colour by number ones. The next one that I've got in the collection is this lines and dots. When I saw this previously on somebody else's channel, I absolutely fell in love with all of them, but I definitely fell in love with this one. And the same with the other ones. At the back of the book it has, well, not the same as the other ones don't have this. At the back of the book it has the finished pictures of what they look like when they're coloured in. But this one, it is as well, you can use it one colour, but you can use all types of colours if you want, if you wished. But this one, all it is dots and lines. Same with the other books. On the left hand side you have a bit about the book, and on the right hand side it tells you what's in the book, like dolphin, watermelon, Albert Einstein, Cheshire Cat, and so on. And with this one, I would say though, if your eyes do go a bit funny from looking at just lines and dots, then it may not be the book for you, but you can always try it out. All it is just those lines. My camera's going out of focus. And all you do is colour the lines in and you colour the dots in. And when it finishes, it actually reveals the picture at the back. So there you go. It can send your eyes a bit funny at the time. It's why I only got one of these books, because I wasn't sure how my eyes would be doing this one. You see this one here, I don't know if you can tell on camera, I haven't even coloured that one yet, and you can tell that it's what picture it is. So yeah, that is that one. So the next book that I got, that again this is by Sun Life Drawing. Now I haven't seen a lot of people colouring this one. There's a channel that I follow on YouTube, and I think it's called Toy Resort, I think. And I saw them colouring pictures from one of these books, and I didn't have a clue it was by Sun Life Drawing until when I actually researched what books Sun Life Drawing do and realised they do this one as well. I love this, and it's good. It's really good as a kid's colouring book as well. At the back it has a colour chart, but with this one it only uses 10 colours, so if you have only got a small selection of either pens or pencil mediums as such, this would be perfect because you don't need a big collection of pens. In the front of the book it has the book belongs to, and I've written my name in it. Left hand side, bit about the book, and on the right it has the different trucks and cars what it has in it. and it also gives you the colour palette as well, so you can test your different mediums out. This one, it seems like a really easier one. Not the others, that the others seem hard, but this one's a lot easier. So you, on the left hand side, you have your colour chart, and on the right hand side, this page, you have the colour picture. I absolutely love this. I know a lot of well, I know some people aren't big fans of thick lines. I love thick lines. I just love them because with the book being one-sided as well, you can pretty much use any mediums that you want. But also, you could use markers. You could use alcohol markers, because you're not gonna. What I'd say though, put a piece of paper behind the colour piece that you're doing, so it doesn't actually go onto the other page. But as well, because of it being thick lines, it's not going to obviously bleed through the lines, because lines are that thick. With your colour chart, because you don't need that many mediums for it, it is perfect to do. So even if you've only got the small selection of of alcohol markers, because I know alcohol markers can be that little bit more expensive, so even if you've only got a small selection of those, this is absolutely perfect for it. So there's that one. 2 more to go. Next one I've got is Travel Mosaics. Now, I absolutely, as well as falling in love with all the other books, I've definitely fell in love with this one. This one is a colour by number, but it's actually mosaics instead of little tiny shapes. At the back of the book, you have your colour code, and at the bottom of the book, it shows you some other books that they do, and I have got those ones. And this one, the same as before in all the other books. On the left hand side, you have a bit about the book, and on the right, in this one, because it's colour by numbers at different places around the world, it actually tells you all the different places where it's include. I won't read all of them, but it does include Big Ben, Sydney Opera House, St Peter's Basilica, Leaning Tower and Cathedral of Pisa, and Grand Palace. You have your chart thing on the right for you to test out your mediums as always, and these are what the colour by number bits look like. And if I bring it close, you can see that it's got the numbers on them there, and on the left hand side it gives you all the colours to use for this certain picture. And I'm not going to do a whole flick through the book, because obviously you get the general idea. It just has all the different places. As well, some of these books, they also have at the back of the book, it gives you, well, it tells you the page where you can actually follow some life drawing, but it also gives you a sample of their other books, what they do. So this one, I've got a sample from Animal Mosaics. I've got a sample from the mandala one, and I was absolutely chuffed when I found that. And it also gives you a sample from the Christmas one. So there you go. And the last book that I have is the Animal Mosaics. This is, in the way it's put out, it's the same as the Travel Mosaics, because it's a mosaics colour by numbers, but instead of travel, it has animals. On the left hand side you have the information, and on the right hand side it tells you what animals are actually in the book. So it has deer, lion, bear, hedgehog, peacock, turtle, camels, owl, seal, leopard, elephant, dragonfly, rabbit, kittens, dolphins, foxes, and so on. For turn the page, you have your colour chart there, which I absolutely love the colour charts, because like I said, they're brilliant for testing what if you're unsure about a colour. And like the other ones, on the left hand side, it has your colour chart there, and it has your pictures there with the mosaic ones. And at the back of the book, it gives you a thank you. It just said, says, for choosing this book. If you enjoyed it, please write your review on Amazon. We love hearing from our customers, and your opinion is very important for us to make our books better. I love Sun Life drawing books, absolutely fantastic. And the same at the back of this book, it gives you sample pages of other books. So it gives you a sample page from Travel Mosaics and a sample page from Christmas Mosaics and a sample page from the Mandala one. And that is it. So I hope you enjoyed this little video of the finished pages for the month of January, and also the little haul. I really do appreciate you joining in. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have enjoyed it, please give it a big thumbs up. I'd really love that. It means a lot. If you're not already a subscriber to my channel, then please press that subscribe button and the notifications, and you'll be notified of when I bring out the next video. And thank you to the recurring subscribers and recurring people that come and watch the video. So thank you.